Welcome to Canarica's podcast, The Digital Shift. Today, we're embarking on really a fascinating exploration into a game-changing approach. It's reshaping how businesses understand and actually act on their vast amounts of information. Have you ever, say, scrolled through a streaming service and just been amazed by how perfectly it suggests your next favorite show? Or maybe wondered why some companies seem to predict shopping trends with, well, uncanny accuracy. They always seem a step ahead, anticipating market shifts. Well, the secret often lies in something called augmented analytics. And look, this isn't just about crunching numbers. It's about making data work smarter, faster, and frankly, more intuitively for everyone. We're going to uncover what it is, how it works, and maybe most importantly, the profound real-world impact it's having across so many industries. So yeah, get ready to discover how data intelligence is really evolving.
That's absolutely right.
Yeah.
And what's truly fascinating here, I think, is how augmented analytics bridges that critical gap. The gap between raw, often overwhelming data and genuinely actionable intelligence. It really is about empowering individuals, at all levels within an organization, to make data-driven decisions, transforming these complex data sets into clear, compelling narratives that, well, pretty much anyone can understand. Our mission in this deep dive today is really to distill the core insights of augmented analytics, give you a shortcut to being truly well-informed without getting lost in all the technical jargon. We'll highlight some surprising ways it changes operations, the key implications, and show you exactly why this shift matters for your organization.
Okay, let's unpack this a bit more then. What exactly is augmented analytics? It definitely sounds sophisticated, but you're saying at its core, it's about leveraging the power of AI and machine learning to sort of supercharge traditional data analysis.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Supercharge. Think of it like having an intelligent, tireless assistant for your data work. It automates those tedious, time-consuming parts. Everything from cleaning and preparing information to identifying hidden patterns, spotting anomalies. It can even proactively suggest insights.
Wow. So it's almost like it turns the traditional analysis process completely on its head.
Precisely. And if you connect this to the bigger picture, right, traditional analytics, it often relied so heavily on manual data prep, which honestly could be incredibly time-consuming. And it typically required deep technical expertise, like a solid grasp of SQL, maybe advanced stats.
Right, the specialist skills.
Exactly. Analysts would painstakingly collect clean data, build reports, and as a result, key insights. They could take days, weeks, sometimes even months to surface.
Imagine the lost opportunities there.
Oh, absolutely. Augmented analytics, though, it uses AI-powered automation for that data trap, for quality checks, and it allows users to ask questions in natural language, just like you'd talk to a colleague.
Really? So no complex code?
Generally, no. For many common queries, you just ask, and it generates insights automatically, often in real time or, just minutes. This drastically increases the speed, the accuracy, the scalability of the whole analysis process.
The competitive advantage must be enormous. Faster, more accurate decisions.
Huge. And it also significantly reduces the potential for human bias, maybe even unintentional errors. You get a more consistent, objective view of the information.
That's a really powerful distinction. So you mentioned AI and machine learning as these supercharging elements. Let's dig into that. What makes the magic happen? You called them the twin engines of modern data science. How do they actually transform how we interact with data?
Yeah, twin engines is a good way to think about it. They play crucial, distinct, but also highly complementary roles. They really work together. So AI, artificial intelligence, you can kind of think of that as the brain for understanding and processing the information. It automates those tedious tasks we talked about, data processing, cleansing. That frees up human analysts from the grunt work.
So they can focus on the strategic stuff.
Exactly. Strategic interpretation. AI also excels at complex pattern recognition, anomaly detection, spotting issues or maybe opportunities really early that might just be invisible to the human eye in these huge data sets.
Yeah.
And crucially, AI's natural language processing, NLP, that's what allows you to ask questions in plain English.
Like I could literally ask, what drove customer churn last quarter?
Pretty much, yeah. And you get immediate, understandable answers without writing code.
Yeah.
It can even generate automated reports, visualizations, basically becoming your data storyteller, crafting clear narratives.
Okay, so AI is like our super efficient data assistant, handles the heavy lifting of prep, translates our questions. That is a huge shift.
It really is. Then you have machine learning, ML, that often acts more like the eyes that learn from patterns to predict and optimize. This is where that predictive power really comes in. ML algorithms, they analyze past data to forecast future trends with, frankly, remarkable accuracy.
Like sales forecasts
Yeah.
or predicting customer behavior.
Yes. Exactly. Sales estimates, market demand, consumer behavior, even potential operational hazards before they become critical problems. It's also fantastic for data segmentation, clustering, grouping information by common attributes for, say, highly customized marketing campaigns or providing individualized client service.
Ah, like the recommendation engines we see everywhere online.
Precisely. That's ML working behind the scenes, and it also excels at optimizing resource allocation. Think streamlining ad spend in marketing or perfecting delivery routes and logistics. Big efficiency gains, real cost savings.
That really makes a lot of sense, how they work together. One processing and understanding, the other predicting and optimizing. Okay, so beyond the tech itself, what are the standout features, the things that really define augmented analytics and make it so valuable for organizations right now?
Yeah, there are several key features that truly set it apart and deliver tangible business value. First, you've got that automated data preparation. I mean, just imagine the hours, maybe days, analysts spend wrestling with messy, inconsistent data from all over the place. This feature automates cleaning, wrangling, integrating data.
So what is analysts spend way less time on that manual stuff?
Exactly. It can go from like 80% of their time down to maybe 20%. It frees them up for the higher level interpretation, strategy, actual problem solving. It's like having a digital sous chef prepping all your ingredients perfectly so you can focus on cooking up the insight.
That alone sounds like a massive time saver, preventing analysts from getting totally bogged down in the grunt work.
Absolutely. Then there's smart data discovery. AI helps identify those subtle patterns, detects anomalies, surfaces emerging trends that, honestly, human eyes might just miss in complex data sets. This capability gives you more confidence in your decisions because you're seeing things you wouldn't otherwise. And, as we mentioned, natural language processing, NLP. This is huge for accessibility. It means you can just ask questions about your data in plain English. You don't need complex query languages or, a data scientist for every single question.
Right.
It just breaks down those technical barriers and empowers more users across the organization. Marketing managers, sales reps, whoever.
So instead of needing a data scientist for every little question, an executive could just ask, why did sales dip in the Midwest last quarter? And actually get an instant understandable answer. That's a massive shift in accessibility.
It truly is. And following right on from that, you get automated insights and recommendations. It doesn't just show you the numbers. It actually generates key findings, conclusions, identifies underlying relationships. It can even suggest actions.
Suggest actions, like what to do.
Yeah, actions to optimize processes or address challenges it finds. Which leads directly to predictive analytics. This lets businesses forecast future trends, identify potential risks proactively, and really optimize for future performance based on that historical data.
Okay, so it's not just telling us what happened, but what might happen, and maybe even suggesting what we should do about it. That feels like a fundamental change, moving from being reactive to proactive.
Exactly. And to communicate all this, you've got data visualization with storytelling. AI automatically generates compelling charts, graphs, but critically, it also suggests narratives and explanations. It helps frame the data in context.
Answers the so what or why should I care question.
Precisely. Fosters better communication across departments. And underpinning all of this is explainable AI, XAI. Trust is obviously paramount, right? But what's really powerful about XAI is, well, yes, it builds confidence for users, but it also empowers data scientists to actually debug their models better. Sometimes it reveals unexpected biases in the original data they might never have found otherwise. It turns that black box into a real learning opportunity for the humans involved, too.
That transparency makes sense. It's vital for getting people to actually use and trust these systems, especially when they're making important recommendations. What about making data accessible to everyone? You touched on that.
All right, that brings us to maybe one of the most impactful features, data democratization. That simplifies the user interfaces, automates insights, basically making data analysis accessible to users across all levels of technical expertise. It truly empowers business users, people in marketing, finance, operations, to make informed decisions within their own domains without needing a specialist every time.
Sounds great, but are there any, downsides or watchouts there?
That's a very sharp point. While democratizing data sounds universally good, a crucial insight here is that without proper governance and training, it can actually, maybe inadvertently, lead to misinformed decisions. If users misinterpret complex data or don't understand the context, well, you see the problem. It's a powerful tool, but like any power tool, it needs careful handling and education.
Okay, this is where it gets really interesting for our listeners, I think. How is augmented analytics making a tangible difference, like right now? Across different sectors. Can you give us some real-world examples?
Absolutely. The implications are really far-reaching, transformative even. Take healthcare. Imagine a big city hospital struggling with high readmissions for a chronic condition, maybe heart failure. Augmented analytics can ingest huge amounts of patient data records, lifestyle info, demographics, and identify subtle patterns, showing which patients are at the highest risk of coming back soon after discharge.
Okay.
This lets care coordinators proactively reach out, maybe tailor support programs, personalized medication reminders. The result: healthier patients, significant cost savings from fewer readmissions, and beds freed up, all without burning out the clinical staff.
Wow, that's impactful. What about retail?
In retail, businesses can target marketing much better, streamline inventory, enhance sales tactics, all by analyzing customer behavior and preferences. Think of an online fashion retailer. Augmented analytics doesn't just recommend products, it predicts which styles will trend next season, optimizing their inventory buys. We're seeing real-world examples showing a 28% boost in customer retention in this sector. That's a huge gain straight to the bottom line.
28%. That's massive.
It is. Then in finance, it's critical for fraud detection, risk management, customer service. Institutions can use it to spot transaction anomalies in real-time potential fraud. They can assess credit risk more precisely, using way more data points, and offer highly personalized advice, better trust, stronger security.
Makes sense. And manufacturing.
For manufacturing, think about a huge production line, the hundreds of complex machines running 20/40/47. Augmented analytics can constantly monitor sensor data from these machines, predicting potential component failure days, even weeks, before it happens.
Oh, predictive maintenance.
Exactly. Shifting from reactive, costly breakdowns to proactive, scheduled fixes. It drastically cuts downtime, saves potentially millions in lost production and emergency repairs. We've seen an average annual cost savings of about $1.2 million in logistics operations alone for manufacturers using these systems.
$1.2 million average. Impressive. Even HR.
Yeah, even human resources. Improvement performance management, engagement, talent acquisition. Organizations can estimate employee attrition with surprising accuracy, letting them intervene with retention strategies. They can find top talent by identifying the key attributes of their best hires. This has led to things like a 30% reduction in project timelines for pharmaceutical firms, getting drugs developed faster, and 50% faster time to market for fintech and health tech products, just by having the right people in the right place.
Okay, the impact is clearly huge across the board.
It really is, and this raises that important question, right? How do organizations successfully implement this kind of powerful technology to actually get these benefits?
Yeah.
This is precisely where we at Canerica come in. We understand that transforming raw data into actionable intelligence, well, it requires specialized expertise and a deep understanding of the business needs. We offer innovative data analytics solutions using powerful AI tools to build effective strategies. Strategies that don't just solve current challenges, but really enhance the whole data operation.
Okay, so for organizations listening now, maybe feeling inspired to embrace this and achieve those kinds of results, what are the practical steps? How do you implement augmented analytics effectively?
Right. It definitely requires a structured, thoughtful approach. It's not just plug and play. First, you absolutely need to assess data readiness. This means really evaluating your data availability, its quality, your existing infrastructure. Can your current systems even handle the demands? You need clean, consistent, accessible data. That's the foundation. Without it, even the smartest AI is going to struggle.
Right. Understanding what you actually have before you start trying to build on top of it makes perfect sense as a starting point.
Exactly. Then you need to choose the right tools. The market's pretty robust now, so research is crucial. Look for platforms that integrate well with what you already have, and they can scale as your needs grow. Many offer free trials, which can be super helpful for finding the best fit. Next, and this is key, build team capacity. This isn't just about buying software. It involves real change management, comprehensive training, fostering a data-driven culture. You need to empower employees across different departments to actually use these new platforms effectively. It's about upskilling the team.
Yeah, it sounds like it's as much about the people and the processes as it is about the tech itself. That often gets overlooked, doesn't it?
It absolutely is.
Yeah.
Often the biggest hurdle. You also need to develop a data governance framework. You need clear guidelines for data security, privacy, ownership, quality control. This ensures the insights are reliable, you stay compliant with regulations, and crucially, builds trust in the data itself. And finally, it's about implementation and continuous improvement. Don't try to boil the ocean. Start with a phased approach. Maybe target some high-impact areas first. Get some quick wins. Then continually monitor, refine your solution based on the results, user feedback, new best practices. It's definitely an ongoing journey, not a one-time project.
And what about the actual tools? You mentioned the market is robust. What kind of names should listeners be aware of?
Yeah, there's a really strong ecosystem out there now. You've got solutions like Microsoft Fabric that really unifies data engineering, real-time analytics, BI. Microsoft Power BI, of course, known for its great interactive visualizations and AI insights. Clique Sense is strong on intuitive data discovery. SAS Visual Analytics for more advanced capabilities. IBM Cognos Analytics, TIBCO Spotfire, Looker, which is part of Google Cloud now. All of them offer unique strengths in using AI for analysis, visualization, getting those actionable insights. The key is finding the one that really matches your organization's specific needs and your existing tech stack.
Wow. What a fascinating journey through this world of augmented analytics. It's really clear this isn't just some fleeting trend, is it? It feels like a fundamental shift in how we get value from information. Moving from just looking at data to truly understanding it, predicting with it, and crucially, acting on it. The ability to automate insights, forecast trends, democratize data access. It means businesses can make decisions with, well, unprecedented speed and accuracy. Gartner found companies using this can improve decision-making processes by up to 20%. That's a serious competitive edge today.
Indeed, it is. And ultimately, augmented analytics, it really enhances our human capabilities. It allows us to focus on the higher order stuff, interpretation, critical thinking, strategic planning, while the AI handles the heavy lifting of data crunching and pattern spotting. And, if you're listening and looking to unlock the full potential of your own data assets, drive that sustainable growth and innovation. We at Canerica are here to partner with you. We specialize in transforming that raw data into actionable intelligence. We empower organizations to make informed decisions with confidence. We're a certified Microsoft Data and AI Solutions partner, so we know this space well. For you, the listener, as you sort of reflect on this deep dive, the future here promises even greater hyper-personalization, more sophisticated prediction, continued empowerment for users. So maybe consider this. How might proactive, intelligent decision-making powered by augmented analytics really redefine what's possible in your own field, your organization? And maybe what's the first small step you could take to start exploring that transformation?